Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? How art thou doingeth? Hey, Mr. Caltot. Oh, you don't even know the half of my problem. I played for 12 hours today. I'll probably play for like 4 hours today. Or 12 hours yesterday, 4 hours today. I played RimWorld for 12 hours straight. No, I played for 9.5 hours yesterday. That's what it was. Hey, Kane. Ain't too bad, a little bit sore. Man, we need to get you some, like, turmeric or something. Something to help out with that soreness. How you handsome devils doing today? Did I even get some sleep? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I went to bed probably around midnight last night. Got up at like 10. I am doing pretty well. I'm excited to play. I have no idea what we were doing, but we're gonna find out. Feed creatures. I need parapheninium. I also have to figure out where to put this. Ah, you guys immediately putting down them push-ups. Where? Alright, you don't have parapheninium. What do you have? Loam font. Gamma root, salt, uranium. There's a planet. Because you're a butt? Yeah. Can't disagree with that. Cactus flesh, salt, pyrite, and copper. What do you have? Paraffinium. There we go. Alright, fine. Alright. I'll do it. Let's see. If it makes you feel any better, I have to do 20 because I never did do the 10 from Wazboom last night. So I'll get those done. You son of a bugger. You are keeping me in shape. That is exactly why I did this. Because not only do y'all get the joy of torturing me, but you also help keep me in shape. Plenty of gold. I need tritium. There's tritium. Oh, you join everything you redeem, huh? You do it yourself if that makes me feel better? That makes me feel a little bit better, I'll admit. That is super cool to do. I love it. Alright, let's get back. There's some interesting plateaus, man. Irradiated water and everything. You physically cannot do push-ups, severely lacking upper body strength. That's okay. I totally know and understand exactly how that is. My brother was the same way for a while. He started getting himself into shape by doing vertical push-ups. He would lean against the wall and do push-ups that way. And it worked. It got him into shape, which is what he needed. But, you know, we all got to start somewhere. I know plenty of people who are unable to do push-ups. Oh, it's these things. The little pineapple heads, man. Yeah, using your knees helps. It makes a good pivot point. When I took Taekwondo, I had a lot of people who had to start off doing that. And it helped them build up that upper body strength while still helping them do horizontal push-ups. Viking word for weapon. That one will probably come in handy. Alright, so... there's another alien artifact. So many alien artifacts, guys. Man, sometimes I miss those days of martial arts. Oh. You'll give me paraffinium. And of course I'm out. Oh God. I'm almost there. Whew. Made it. Safe. Alright, so I gotta get rid of some things. So much navigation data. I should really make a beacon and start getting rid of those. You actually have a challenge for yourself. You might stream it as well. You're going to play Dark Souls 1 through 3, and each time you die, you'll add 10 push-ups. And you have to do them after every defeated boss. You're going to kill yourself, man. I thought about doing that, and I realized how terrible of an idea it was. Because at the end of each Dark Souls game, I probably had at least 100 or 200 deaths, and sometimes I would get those couple hundred deaths, or not couple hundred, I would get tens of deaths before each boss. 10s, 20s. You're gonna be in for a hard time, let me tell you. I don't have any carbon. If I have any open space whatsoever. Alright, what can I drop? Let's see about recharging things.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
I just need to get enough carbon to make a quick base. Good thing you've played them so you know what you're doing in the game. Yeah, that is a bonus. That is a very big bonus. You're gonna need that. I played the first one before and I think I still had a couple hundred deaths. I don't quite remember. I knew it was a lot. I think at the end of Dark Souls 3, I had a couple hundred at least. And I primarily blame The dude in the cathedral, the boss in the cathedral that you gotta fight. Honestly, the first one was the easiest out of all of them. I loved the first one. I loved how it played. Yeah, Pontiff Sullivan. Hate that guy. That is honestly how I keep breaking these controllers. Hey, Baka. Because they bind shield to the left bumper, and so I would be holding shield, and by the time I finish a Dark Souls game, my button would be broken. So I've got to Google how to repair these buttons. I think I've broken 2 controllers this way. Oh, are you kidding me? I need ferrite dust for a roof. How are you doing today, Baka? That's what happened to you too? Yeah, man, I just... Oof, it's rough. It is very rough. I'm just gonna get rid of that, seeing as I can't break it back down. That just gives me cobalt, carbon, sodium and oxygen. Tired, just went on a walk with the doggies and it's so hot and humid there. I am so sorry. Then because the crouch jump in Warframe was one of the bumpers. Yep, that'll do it too. See, when I played Warframe, I just played it with mouse and keyboard. That was easier for me. Find something out here that has ferrite. What do you mean no free slots? Oh, oxygen. Oh, you might be able to actually hook a mouse and keyboard up to the Xbox One. I'm not positive, but I played it on PC. Oh, you took your cat out too? Man, I always love it when cats decide to be like dogs. It followed us. That's adorable. It's like, I want to be part of it too. Signal booster. Oh god, the magnetized ferrite that I just dropped. Great. I mean, I grew up playing Halo and Call of Duty on the Xbox, and it was very easy, once you got the hang of it, to play on a controller. But you're right, there reaches a point where it's just like, how do I even do this? Alright, well, now that I got a base here, I'm gonna go sell this junk that I've gotten. Wait, I'm a dummy? How am I a dummy? What did I do? I'm sure I'm a dummy for some reason, I just don't know what I did. You grew up playing Cosmos Cosmic Adventures, Commander Keen, Battle Chest, and other random DOS games. I grew up on the computer playing games like Marathon, Wolfenstein 3D, good. B is not the button to land. X is. There we go. Wolfenstein 3D. Man, what was it called? I'd have to look it up again. But you basically played a toy, going through a toy store, killing things. Spin Doctor. Oh, because I dropped the ferrite. Yeah. Alright, let's sell this stuff. Vortex cubes. Tetracobalt. Superconducting fiber. I might as well sell it. I'm not using any of it right now. Pugnium. There we go. Let's talk to these guys now. Dialectal. Units. Cool. I learned the word for money. Hey guys. Interloper. Tur weapon something Viking. Look impressed. Oh, they're talking about their weapon. Interloper Viking, something. Where's Nostril Flare and Hope and Expectation? A holographic image showing military plans appears around us. On one side of the battlefield stands the creature's own warrior race, and on the other, the robotic sentinels. The warrior demands that I point to one side or the other. Point to the warriors. The warrior nods and grunts. It shows appreciation by handing me tribute. 20 nanite clusters? Heck yeah. Wolfenstein 3D was amazing. Wolfenstein 3D was awesome, and I loved the map editor and that, being able to build your own stuff. That was so cool. PS4 that you bought a month or two ago is your first console. My first console was a PlayStation 1 that my brother owned, and then a PlayStation 2, and then eventually I got my own PlayStation 2. My own, I was given an original Xbox, then I bought an Xbox 360 and a Wii, and I haven't bought a console since because they're not worth it anymore, in my opinion. Unacceptable. Oh, that is a cool looking fighter, man. I would like to see your ship. $25 slots? Heck yeah. First computer was a Commodore 64. I don't remember what my first computer was. I just remember it had the old rainbow-colored Mac logo on it. SNES. Never. I honestly, my brother-in-law owned an N64, but I never played. I never really got the opportunity to play on any of the older Nintendo systems aside from that. Star Fox, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario World. I think it was the N64. I don't think it was the SNES. Hyperzone, Gradius 3, crap like that. Now I've got to look up these. Yeah, okay, so I never played the SNES, but I did have an SNES controller for the computer, oddly enough. You'll bring an SNES next time? Awesome. Are you coming down to New Jersey, 2K, still? .286 base system, but you can't remember much more than that. You handed an amber monochrome monitor. Yes, you are? Awesome. How long do you plan on staying down? Let's see if I can find what our old monitor, our old computer looked like. It might be this one. This looks very similar to the computer I remember playing on when I was growing up. I remember playing the original Warcraft games on it. It was a good time. Should arrive around midday Friday and leave probably midday Sunday. Oh, you're staying for a couple days down there. I think I'm only going down for a day. I don't think I'm going to stay more than that. Negotiate price. Whew! Oh boy! Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You want a lot of money for your ship, my friend. I love it. I love the look of it. But, oof. I cannot do that. I need to focus on buying a freighter first and foremost. Yeah, an old Macintosh. Originally, you were going to come down on Saturday and leave Sunday, but you figured you could take an extra day for the getaway and relax, lounge around a bit. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Hold up, let me... Oh, I should have sold that gold while I was down there. Have I found a lush paradise planet yet? Nope. I have found nice planets that are ravaged by various storms. Because the reason why I was asking 2K is because I believe everyone is, not everyone, but I believe Axel and Guest are going to come up and stay at my house for a little bit, then they're going to hang out with Steven. So I might have a couple of people over and we might do some stuff. And I didn't know what all the week was going to look like for everyone. You got lucky on your second planet? I'd say. Needless to say, my last week of freedom before school is going to be ravaged by other people's attention. And I'm a little salty about that, but at the same time, I know I'm going to have a good time. Better to do that than to spend it alone, you know? You did restart 30 times to get a starting planet that didn't kill you outright. I started on one that was full of irradiation, if I remember right.
Warning. Threat detected. Hostile ships approaching.
Got 3 ships on me. Alright, let's fly down to the surface. I ain't taking on 3 ships. At this point, your plan is to head down pretty much right after work on Friday, head home with time for a short nap before going back to work. That makes sense. That's probably a solid idea. Yeah, it looks like I might end up working Thursday and Friday. I'll be starting my new job, so that's both exciting and at the same time it's like, well, there goes my weekend.
Units received. Units received.
Yeah, new job. It is pretty exciting. I'm excited to start it. I am also slightly resisting the fact that that also means school will be starting. Nailed it. Alright, so I need sodium, carbon nanotubes, and metal plating. So I need ferrite. Ferrite and sodium. I gotta get a ton of paraffinium, which means it's gonna take me forever, much like the copperite. Ooh, an ionized cobalt in this too. That's pretty nice. Oh. Ooh, it's got some interesting stuff in it. Weird cubes and junk. I guess that's the paraffinium, huh?
Weather warning. Incoming storm. Protection falling.
Okay, so to build these portable technologies, I need metal plating and carbon tubes. So I need a metal plating.
Technology recharging.
And carbon tubes. There we go. Signal booster. And got. I need a blueprint analyzer, so I need magnetized ferrite, which is just tossing some ferrite into here.
Technology recharge.
Do I have some pure ferrite already? No, I do not. Alright. Begin that. We'll run out here and go get some carbon right quick.
Protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing. Weather update. Storm clearing.
My little bungalow. Alright. So you need much more carbon.
Recharge.
There we go. Okay. So I've got 50 paraffinium.
Technology recharge.
Now I just wait. Alright, an intervention. Guys, I can quit whenever I want.
Weather warning. Incoming storm. Units received.
Alright, let's see. Decipher drop pod coordinates. Drop pod discovered. Awesome. Navigation data. Scan for artifacts. Locate nearby structures.
Protections falling.
Put navigation data. Habitable outposts. Distress frequencies. Let's see what's on this planet, guys. Secure frequencies. Manufacturing facility detected. Interesting. And then one last one. I'm going to try alien artifact again. See if I can get a different one. Oh, I did. Okay, cool.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Oh, I need more carbon nanotubes.
Product constructed.
All right. Blueprint research, please. Wooden arch, wooden ramp, wooden frame glass panel, communication station, chair, foundation, colored light. Let's get a wooden ramp.
Received.
A cylindrical room would be pretty nice. These would be maybe nice too. We've got 3 left. I don't know what the point of a communication station and a message module are. Let's look it up. No Man's Sky communication station. Nope. There we go. ComStation provides a way for a player to leave a message for other travelers to find. These messages cannot be lengthy, but they do provide a way to let other players know you exist. Terminal for the composition and transmission of each message to other travelers. Can be programmed with a selected message. When interacting with the terminal, message will be displayed saying communication stands ready to accept any message left for other travelers to find. If you encounter a comm station, you'll see the message. The communication station holds a message from a fellow traveler. It reads blank. So it's just to leave a message. Yeah. I think I will go with... Go with the cylindrical room.
Received.
So I need to find much more buried stuff. Alright, let's go over there.
Without date. Storm clearing.
Alright, what do you want? Same things, right? Sodium, oxygen, ionized cobalt, and antimatter. Okay, antimatter is condensed carbon, which I can get. So I just need to get carbon and that ionized cobalt. Oh, and radon. I forget what I needed radon for, what radon could be used for. But I remember it being kind of useful.
Incoming storm.
Is that a ship? Or a whale? Did I get more oxygen? I don't remember. I did not. Was there more oxygen? There is more oxygen. Let's go grab that real quick. Alright, that should be plenty.
Technology prepared.
And more ionized cobalt. Can I make the antimatter now?
Technology recharge. Product constructed. Technology prepared.
I need 55. That's 61. Perfect. Where did it go? No, it didn't fly that far away. There it is. Thank God for your AC units. It's 91 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Jeez. It's only 86 here, but it's a little humid. But oof, 91. I didn't think it really got that hot for you guys.
Technology prepared.
Yes. Gimme, 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 gimme.
Protection falling.
She does. She does have AC units. It's weird, isn't it?
Technology recharge. Protection falling. Without haste. Storm clearing. Protection falling. Technology recharge.
It's probably the quickest drop pod I have ever done. If you have AC Unity, if that helps. The memories of a long-deceased tribe of Viking warriors flows from the stone marker, forming into a ghostly essence that fills me with wisdom. The Book of Herc speaks of the rise of the travelers. They shall ascend, delving into the boundless void. The Viking shall not impede their ascent, for the travelers must prevail. So decrees the word of Herc. Help me with language. I've learned the Viking word for gas, so I now know when people are feeling gaseous.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Alright, see you later, Baka. Have a good nap. Thanks for hanging out. Oof. I wonder if I can blast that door open with my ship. What are you doing? Okay. The ship flying is super weird. Like, it just wants to right itself, and I don't want it to. I just want it to fly straight, not to the left. It's not flying straight, it's flying to the left. Yeesh. Interloper visual detection. The alarm is locked. The terminal security scanners appear and slowly turn toward me. A message displays itself letter by letter on the terminal. Cut the camera feed. Security alert does not trace me. The facility becomes operational. Stasis device. New product formula learned. A device specifically crafted to keep alien life forms, or to keep life forms alive for thousands of years longer than their natural lifespan. Such a device requires great skill to manufacture, as not only is it technically complex, but the consequences for a user in the event of malfunction would be disastrous. Crafted from quantum processors, cryogenic chamber, and a iridesite. I have literally no idea what I would ever do with a stasis device. Aside from the fact that it's worth 18 million units. Holy cow. Alright. What does it take to get a cryogenic chamber, iridesite, and a quantum processor? Well, that's freaking cool, man.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
this had fresh water.
Weather warning. Incoming storm. Toxins detected. Inventory full.
What do you mean inventory full?
Toxic protection falling.
Let's get rid of that radon.
Inventory full.
I don't know what half of this stuff even does for me in the end. Let's go to this transmission tower. Where's the entrance? There it is. Whew. Hey guys. It's a little rainy out there. Sweet. I was hoping it would have this. Long ago, it seems an automated distress call went unanswered. If I can crack the encryption pattern, I could potentially extract the coordinates. 1, 2, 6, 24, 120. Okay, so 1 and then it goes to 2. 1 doubled is 2. But 1 doubled or 2 doubled is not 6. Two times 3 is 6. 6 times 3 is not 24 though. So it could be 1 times 2 is 2, and then 2 times 3 is 6, and then 6 times 4 is 24, and 24 times... what's 24 times 5? 24 times 5 is 120, and 120 times 6 would be 720. I think that's what it is. I think it's 1 times the next number up. So 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 3, so instead of it being Does that make sense? Is that making sense to you guys? So 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 3 would be 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 24 times 5 is 120. 120 times 6 is 720. Sounds correct to you? Let's try it. Distress signal coordinates discovered! Hey!
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
New Korvax rank, point of interest. Hello, Liquidator. Though the alien is intimidating, to say the least, this stance is not one of aggression. Indeed, they appear to be asking for my help. The alien grunts at me and makes an unimpressed gesture of thanks. They turn almost as if expecting not to see me again. You just want me to feed creatures. Okay, I did notice... that was there. Oh, there's also an abandoned building over here. You know, I must say, the riddles that this game has are really, really interesting. Like, there was one that Knightley and I had to do. There was a sequence of numbers. 2K, you want to see if you can solve the sequence of numbers? Pure fair. Alright, so the sequence of numbers are 1702. The next set is 7021. The next set is 0217. So again, that is 1702, 7021, 0217. So that is the first 3 numbers that you get. The ones to choose from are 2170, 1720, 1702. One of those is correct. You think 2170 is correct?
Technology recharge. Product instructed. Protection falling.
Very good. That took you significantly less time than it took me and Knightley to figure out. She was giving me the sequence, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out what the pattern was, and it took me a moment, but I eventually got it.
Technology recharge.
I knew that you would get it quickly, though. I am both like a little amazed and also very like, yeah, I expected as much. Oh, I thought this was something I could sell stuff at. It's not. Whoops. Well, I don't need the star bulbs. Your brain usually does well in recognizing patterns. Yeah, I would say. You're pretty good at that. Alright, what else do I not need?
Inventory full.
Got all the carbon. What else can I drop? I guess I can drop the oxygen. I don't need the rest of that. I think that's one of the reasons why you're pretty good at chess.
Technology prepared.
Yay, nanite clusters.
Recharge levels stabilizing.
Well, I would say you're pretty good. Oh wow, look at all these crystals. They just came out of nowhere. Stabilized sodium. Superoxide crystal. I gotta come back to this transmission tower in a minute. No one good at chess ever says that they're good.
Incoming storm.
You're not wrong. Oh, I missed what word I just learned. Did you guys see that? Intruder.
Technology recharging.
Yeah, I know the rules, and I make it up as I go along, but I'm not very good at thinking more than a couple moves ahead. And even those moves, I'm not very good at thinking in a broader term. Excuse me, broader term. Excuse me. Shift flying in this game is difficult. It doesn't work the way I want it to. Hey, Gek brother. Sell items. I want to sell all of the vortex cubes and tetracobalt. What else can I sell? That opened up a good few slots for me, so I think I'll hold on to the rest of things. That isn't to say, though, I would love to learn how to play chess more effectively, but I think that's just like more studying of the game than I care to do. You'd considered learning it? Yeah. Chess takes way too long if you're playing against a pro. Playing against a new person isn't really that rewarding. Very true. Very, very true. Also, the game doesn't feel like one of strategy as they always claim it to be. It's more just memorize movesets and oh my god. It's basically memorize movesets and have at it. User identified, terminal now active, unlocking data for analysis. It looked like a wound on the world, crimson and ragged-edged, like something that once lived but was then torn asunder. I should have stayed away. Had I the senses to taste the air of this planet, I imagine it would have reeked with some kind of alien fetor, but nothing could stall my curiosity. Was it dead? Where I touched it, the surface was moist and yielding. It seemed to become motile, then crawling on a mat of slow cilia moving from me. I should have left it alone. I discover something coded deep in the long-dead traveler's data log. Something has been left that will aid me on my own journey. You know, I could have sworn that I have been to this exact one before, but maybe there's just two on this planet. Someone without any knowledge of the game can easily mess up your 20 moves ahead planning. That's one of the things that is, I guess, kind of neat about chess, is that you end up learning and being knowledgeable in all the various movesets, that the second they switch it up, you have something else to replace it in, and you begin thinking of those moves. So it's almost like at least from the way I understand it, at any point in the game, no matter what the other person does, you have a counter to it. And it's just a matter of who's able to do the best in the way of countering. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, I'm missing ferrite dust. I've just got pure ferrite and magnetized ferrite. Guys, I'm gonna end up getting like another 6 million.
Technology recharging.
Ow, ow. Dicks. It's 2 you cost me. Money is always nice to have. Especially because the next thing I want to purchase when I find people are freighters. And once I can get a freighter... I'm gonna be all set. I'll be able to start buying... Wow. They just keep disappearing on occasion. I'll be able to just buy any ship I want, sell any ship I want, hold a ton of items, it'll be good. Yeah, Chronicles of Riddick Pitch Black. You are actually the second person to say that. I think Mr. Caltot said that they reminded him of them as well. Yeah, the Bioraptors. Hey, Mike. What's that?
What's what?
That behind you.
That's a rock.
That's not a rock.
That's a rock right here.
No, the thing
Yes, sir.
now directly behind you, turning to eat you,
Oh.
is eating you. It's
Oh.
got long claws.
Oh.
Ah!
It wasn't a rock, guys.
No, it's not a rock. Abort, abort, not a rock. Sorry, verifying plans for tonight. Playing D and D.
Technology recharge.
And one of my players was making sure we were playing tonight. And I told him yee. Well, I'm the dungeon master, so my characters are everything. Their characters, I've got a half-orc barbarian, an elven druid, a goblin rogue, and a tiefling warlock. Ow. 5e. Because that's what I have books for. And I like 5e. Not as complicated as 3.5. Still a little complicated, a little overcomplicated, but fun. God, that storm took forever.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Alright, how am I doing? There's 1 million. There's almost 2 million. Alright. Doing pretty good. I'm currently running the Sunless Citadel. And mixed with a homebrew campaign. Oh god, they're angry. They pushed me off again. Oh, I need water. All right. Oh, wow. So much universe in so little time. Terry Pratchett, the last hero. Well, I died. First time. Oh, and I lost all my stuff. Yeah, it wasn't just them, though. It was also...
Temperature levels stabilizing.
It was also the storm that's going on here. Apparently, my fire-resistant shields dropped super low really quick, and that's what helped kill me.
Storm clearing.
I just wish the transition into sprint were a little bit better. Alright. Where's my ammo? I'm still missing components. I need 6 ferrite. I got my items back. I didn't know if I'd actually be able to, so I am pleasantly surprised that I did. Because I've got 3 million right here, roughly. Probably get rid of that ionized cobalt, so I can pick up another 1.5 million. I gotta see how much I've got left to do. So I've got 1 egg there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I've got 22 eggs left. And 15 spots. So I need 5 spots total. I don't need the ferrite dust here. So I can move that over. So that gives me 4. I just need one more open slot. I mean, honestly, I could probably just get rid of the dihydrogen.
Product constructed.
There we go, that's most of the dihydrogen.
Product constructed.
So I just need a little bit more carbon. Honestly, I can probably do... There we go. Got some extra carbon. There. Alright. So I've got some life support gel. So now I've got something to help me refill my life support.
Weather update.
I should be able to refill my mining laser with the remaining 8 carbon. Although I'll probably want more.
Technology recharge.
I love that these guys just walk through terrain.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Come on, subside. Good, they knocked me off. Just what I needed. Oh, good. I can walk through that too. That explains why they could walk through it, because I could walk through it. Oh, I don't think they were gonna leave me alone if I didn't jump in here where they really couldn't get me. All right. Let's jump back in my fighter right quick. Go. Give me that larval core. These guys are making it tough, man. Alright, so what is this technology stuff that I'm able to do? Are these the modules that I've been seeing that I could buy? I guess so. I wonder if those are upgrades that I can get too. Instead of just inventory. Or maybe a high capacity inventory? Maybe I should have looked into that with this last cargo pod that I did. I gotta get inside.
Extreme heat damage detected.
Oh boy. Can't recharge my equipment? It's a little disappointing.
Storm clearing.
Okay. Storm clearing.
Technology recharge.
Must suck to not have opposable thumbs. Alright. I have 13 more eggs that I can pick up. Ow. Those guys hurt, man. All right, perfect. All right, so I can pick up 8 more. Let's see how many more I have to go. Got 1, 2, that's 7. So yeah, I can pick up exactly 8 more.
Protection falling.
How you guys doing out here? Still waiting on me? You ain't waiting for much. Just your own demise. There we go.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Give me my egg. Or my core. Whatever.
Thermal protection falling.
Jerks knocked me off. If I could have gotten all of them, that would have been the last little bit. And I could have gone and cashed out and gone to find a freighter.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Oh, good. And the storm is clearing. Couldn't ask for better timing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that should be it. Man, I couldn't get that one stinking larva core.
Technology recharge. Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Alright, well I might as well wait on the storm or the swarm to subside. There we go. They cheat coming up through their own eggs.
Temperature levels stabilizing. Temperature levels stabilizing. Protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing.
I'm so close.
Protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing. Protection falling. Protection falling.
Alright. One more swarm to subside, and I will be good to go. So how are all of your days going so far? And as you can see, here I am farming larval cores to make enough money to be able to afford buying a freighter. A couple million units so far.
Protection falling.
Your day's coming to an end. Finishing up work.
Protection falling.
Yeah, these guys do hit way too hard. Why are you tilting that way, sir? Alright, well, I think that's all that I'm going to be able to get out of that, so... Just getting late, soon falling asleep. Oh, I gotcha, I gotcha. Then to sleep through tomorrow's heat wave. You're just gonna sleep through the whole day? Better get plenty of fans on you. Why? It wasn't pulling up. You'll endure through it with no fans, like One Punch Man. One Punch Man didn't have any fans? I'll be honest, I only watched the first episode. Viking Warrior Interloper. Ask for directions. Alright, I want to sell all these larval cores for 4,201,956. Is that right? I thought it was like 90 something. 90,000 times 44. $95 apiece. 95,000 times 44 should be 4,180,000. Oh, so I'm actually getting more from it. That's awesome. There's 13 million right there. I've still got a few on my starship.
Units received.
No AC was part of his training. That's funny. I did not know that. I should watch that. I hear it's pretty good. Yo man, you got anything else for me? What do these encounters mean, really? How much do the clients care? Is this life and limb or just a jolly adventure? Does any of that matter as long as I get paid? Alright. Guess let's do this. I should also go back down there and actually finish getting the puff whatever. Are there still freighters around here? I don't see any currently. That's disappointing. Oh, no, wait, no, they were near this one, right? Hey, there's some freighters. Any more around here? Oh wait, no, those are meteors. Those are not freighters. Well, now I'm disappointed. I flew all this way for freighters, and all I get are some measly meteors.
Units received.
Alright, you don't like it when I mine stuff. I hear you.
Navigational data received.
Viking word for death. Ancient knowledge passed down through generations of Viking warriors spills from the marker stone, filtering into my mind like a long-forgotten memory. None hamper the path towards Drendog as the Sentinels. They must be destroyed. Their time will be ended. So it has been written, and so shall it come to be, this the Vikings swear. Seek help with language, please. Learn the Viking word for honorable.
Thermal protection falling. Thermal protection falling.
Trying to learn an entire language, a couple obelisks at a time. Oh, that works.
Thermal protection
Remuneration is what I just learned a word for. God. Wasting my fuel, man.
recharge.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means either. Let's find out. Hey Siri, what does remuneration mean? Alright, good job, Siri. Hey Siri, what does remuneration mean? There we go. Money paid for work or service. I tried saying it slowly, so it literally did RE-MOON space ER-ATION. God, this game's autopilot is so crappy.
Thermal protection falling.
The cockpit is adorned with the trophies of dead creatures perched on every available surface. At the controls sits a tendrilled hunter, its body and face lacerated. The dank smell of blood assails my nostrils as I fight back the nausea. The black box reveals the pilot was attacked by something whilst in flight, but it's unclear what. I could strengthen the warning beacon in the cockpit, but it would leave me vulnerable to attack. An unknown benefactor sends a reward for my actions. I can now construct a tech that once powered this stranded craft. Teleport receiver. Nice!
Thermal protection falling.
Should get some sentinels on me. Yeah, the more you know. Remuneration. I don't think I'll ever use that word, but it's good to know. What else can I fill you up with? Launch fuel. This is pyrite or tritium, sodium, warp cells. So launch fuel or uranium. This is the ship that I wanted too. Holy cow, I've got to repair a ton of stuff. Radiation leaks. Damaged gear. Chromatic metal. Chlorine, magnetized ferrite. Gold, chromatic metal, magnetized ferrite. Paraffinium. Pugnium. Tritium, technology module, dihydrogen module, hermetic seal, metal plating. Like, buy and add to collection.
Ground protection falling. Shield down.
That is now one of my ships. Yes! I could repair that junker, and I got myself a B-class fighter. I think that was even better than the one that the other dude had. Holy cow. Okay, do I have chromatic metal on me? I've got 37. I wonder if I can build a base here.
Weather update. Storm clearing. Ground protection.
No, I need a bit more. But I can put down this portable refinery. And for the time being, I can drill out a hole in the side of the mountain here. And that'll give me something to do. Where are you at, bro? Hey. Talking to you. I need the paraginium stuff that you give me.
Warning. Sentinel combat unit deployed. Weather warning. Incoming storm.
get in here. Alright. Milestone accomplished. Scrapper destroyed 15 sentinels. Okay.
Technology recharging.
Okay, so I need to get copper, right? So I gotta see if there's copper nearby. Activated copper deposit, activated copper deposit. I know there's an alien artifact, like, super close. That's kind of close. It's not too close. Okay, so I need to... run out to this thing. I have learned the word learn. Okay. So, if I can at least get its thrusters going, its landing thrusters, and its pulse generator, I should be good to go, right?
Protection fully. Technology repaired.
Movement module.
Shield.
Primary starship switched. Okay, so its pulse engine is the hermetic seal and metal plating. And that should be simple enough. That's, I think, ferrite. And I'll have to double check what the hermetic seal is. It's just condensed carbon. So ferrite and condensed carbon for that. That's super easy. But I gotta get a lot of metal. But if I can at least get its pulse engine running, then I'll be good to go. Oh, it's definitely a real fixer-upper. It's going to take a ton of chromatic metal and buying a lot of technology modules. But, for the most part, it's pretty... It should be pretty easy. Like, it'll just take a lot of farming, but... It's a B-class fighter with plus 25% damage and bonus shields. And I believe it's a lot more maneuverable. Oh, I didn't even see this. Platinum, okay, that should be pretty easy to get. More chromatic metal, more chromatic metal, more chromatic metal, more chromatic metal. And gold and some other stuff, which will be super easy to farm. Okay, so that does look to be how I can install it. Can I install this stuff there too? Extremely powerful upgrade for the exosuit movement systems. Offers dramatic improvements to jetpack tank capacity and life support drain rates, as well as increasing exosuit speed boost duration. Heck yeah, I'll install this. 152 to jetpack tanks? Yes, please. I mean, what do I have that isn't a real fixer-upper right now? This is crazy. Someone just called me and left a voicemail. Let's see what telemarketer wants from me this time. Oh, that's weird. Okay. That was my doctor's office. Going in for allergy testing tomorrow, and they were calling to remind me. But the weird thing was, it was coming from a completely different area than where it's at. So, that's weird. Oh, right. It's E to install technology. So I can get myself a rocket launcher on this thing, too. Wonder if I can install more guns. A device that modulates standard Starship communication signals to enable the transport of matter as well as data. Yeah. No, this is totally doable. This is totally doable.
Storm clearing. Ground protection falling.
Okay, so that's my primary starship right now. So in order to make a hermetic seal, I just need the condensed carbon and then ferrite, if I remember right. Yeah. So I just need to get carbon, which should be able to get from here.
Ground protection falling. Ground protection falling. Technology recharging.
I love being able to hit stuff from this far away.
Ground protection falling.
Yeah, it's got super nice range. I didn't realize that it was going to have this much range. Like, I'm used to playing games where in order to mine stuff, you got to be like right up in its face. Alright, so I need... Should probably fill this up first.
Recharge.
And then put the remaining carbon in there. I gotta run out to my ship. Allow it to recharge. Couldn't think of the word. Reload, re something. Took me a minute.
Storm clearing. Ground protection 40.
I gotta get star bulbs anyway, I think.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Alright, so this is my chance to get over to this copper and pick that up. What are you doing? Land. Recombobulate? Yeah, there we go. Good. You landed right where... God.
Weather warning. Incoming storm. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Ground protection 40. Ground protection 40.
Where's my ship? Where's my ship?
Ground protection
Sprint.
40.
Oh boy. God, these storms suck. I'm so done with them.
Ground protection 40. Ground protection 40. Ground protection 40.
Jeez, I cut that close. Way too close. Oh, I was like, why was it going into the inventory? Alright, let's see if I can find my way back to where I was.
Protection falling.
Crap.
Technology recharge.
I can't see where...
Ground protection.
where my thing is. There it is.
Ground protection falling. Technology recharge.
Oh gosh, did I just use up all that carbon? I think I did. Alright, well, start making me that condensed carbon, please.
Protection falling. Protection falling.
This is rough, man. I sure hope all this activated copper.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Copper is found on planets orbiting yellow stars and can be placed in a refiner to make chromatic metal. So yeah, this should be fine. Wow, I can hit that tree from here? This thing does have good range. Actual range, yeah. I was not meaning to attack that. Whoops. Alright. Let's get this copper in there. Nope, that's sodium. There we go. Alright, so I need to create a hermetic seal.
Product constructed. Weather warning. Incoming storm.
And I need ferrite dust. should be able to go get this thing's standard boosters finished now.
Shields
There we go. Pulse engines
down. Component repaired.
repaired.
Technology repaired.
Okay. So it can't go far or fight much. And I can get its shields online in just a minute. And I should be able to get its photon cannons online too. And then, as long as I can make it to the space station, I should be able to get its hyperdrive running. I'm gonna need some fuel for it. Yeah, it's floating right now, but it could use a little bit.
Protection falling. Thermal protection falling.
Alright, so I got some dihydrogen. And I think I need to make some dihydrogen jelly. Right? How do I make starship fuel? Dihydrogen. Oh, just metal plating.
Product constructed.
Alright, I need more ferrite dust.
Technology recharge.
I think I needed the star bulb for something. Oh, there are all my other things. So feed creatures, collect paraffin, or whatever it is. Kill creatures. Capture a photo.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Cool. So let's stick the sodium nitrate and get that going. Because I need that too.
Protection falling. Shield down.
I need the chromatic metal and the sodium nitrate. Microprocessors, sodium nitrate. I need magnetized ferrite and chlorine. And that's what I need the dihydrogen jelly for, and a technology module. So yeah, as long as I can get the shields and the photon cannon back online, I should be able to get the rest of that running. And it should be pretty easy for me to get this thing hyperdrive capable. And then it's just a bunch of copper that I need to get and a bunch of technology modules.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Alright, that should be plenty. Alright, so shields. Sodium nitrate.
Prepared.
There we go. Photon cannons. Pure ferrite, and there we go. So I just need the microprocessors, which are... Boom. Alright, I should hopefully have enough to build a base computer. Yep. I'm gonna build this right out here. Claim this base site. Oh, look at that. There is an outpost right around the corner. Fantastic. I need to rename this base to secondary near outpost.
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling. Units received. Extreme heat damage detected.
Okay, so now I should be able to see where that is without any issue. Holy cow, this thing is fast. So what did that get me? Oh, I just gotta return to the dude and then I'll get paid. Buy items. I need microprocessors. So I need at least 3. I know that.
Received.
Alright, let's talk to these guys real quick. It's been days since my last meal, but we all have to do what we can, don't we? We all play a part. Look, man, I need my nanites. Though they exhibit the same strange facial features and aggressive stance as the rest of their kind, something about this warrior exudes a calm, peaceful happiness. Such contentment appears simple, but seems to elude so many. Wish them well. I just want to come check out this ship because it looks pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. It's got like little turbines on the side. That's neat. I'm at 40 aliens. Alright. Wish them well. Give me anything else after that? Began to look at me with great expectation as I approached. Having assessed me, however, I appear to have been found wanting. They give me their attention, but their focus is clearly on the entrance as if waiting for another. What's this blank option? Oh, just leave? Stare. The warrior holds my stare for a short while, then looks away as I leave. I see a new respect in their eyes. But what about this blank option? Let's just leave. Interesting. Warrior! Warrior! Weapon! Warrior seems furious with himself. They slam their multi-tool onto a nearby surface and pull the trigger again and again, but nothing happens. All the weapon systems look functional, but the end result is nothing more than a hollow and empty click. Comfort warrior. The outraged warrior headbutts me. Aww. Alright, I'll have to see if I can get some carbon. Oh, it's just the standard marrow bulb thing. Alright, well I gotta get a bunch of carbon anyway. So being closer definitely helps. Yo! Wait, can I still give this guy carbon? Death, 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 death. Owly warrior. Warrior seems less aggressive than I might expect, though her lips curl over.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Malfunctions. Viking high something warrior. The warrior's hackles rise and they start to shake in anticipation of my request. Alright, so I won't be able to make him anything. That's fine, I'll head back to my other base real quick. Yeah, because I wanted to make shelter here. And then I need to go someplace else that I can... Alright, so sitting in there doesn't help at all. Not until it's entirely closed off.
Thermal protection falling. Thermal protection falling. Extreme heat damage detected.
Let me in.
Thermal protection falling. Thermal protection falling. Thermal protection falling. Weather update. Storm clearing. No free slots in suit inventory.
And I'm out of carbon again. Oh. You will die in here. No one will hear you scream.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Alright. Well, this does pretty well. Okay, so now that I have my secondary base here, let's hop in this guy. And to repair my warp drive,
Component prepared.
there we go. So now I just need to get to a planet that's got a ton of chromatic metal and chlorine, I believe I get from salt, some gold. The only thing I really need is the paraffinium, That's a lot of paraffinium. I need 2,400 paraffinium. Do I need any more? Metal plates? No. Platinum. Yeah, okay. So I need to go.
Thermal protection falling.
I want to get at least 2.
Thermal protection falling.
There we go. All right, let's get this sucker out of here. Oh, come on. I clapped it and it was still alive and it just flew off my hand. Darn that. All right, got my new ship up and running. What did I need for rockets? Condensed carbon. Jeez. It says only 50% for this photon cannon. Wonder what that means. Oh, this planet's also got uranium. I could stand to get more uranium. What did I need for copper? So I'll have to look into that. But I think I've got to call it here because I'll be doing D&D soon. So I should probably get off and get ready. Yay! 239 nanite clusters. And yay! 134 nanite clusters. Thanks for watching, guys. This was fun. I should be able to play more tomorrow. So if you guys are interested, I can totally do that. Repair a damaged item. Yeah, 273,000 units just to repair a damaged item. I'll do that. Client seeks salvage specialists for a profitable joint venture. They have become aware of several pieces of abandoned machinery damaged in a long-forgotten conflict. With these ghosts of the past long gone, the machinery represents a chance to profit. What better way to respect the dead than to recycle the components of their machinery and use it for some new purpose? Yeah, I can totally do that.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Let's just real quick sell that.
Units received.
All right. Shoot. Let's see, I just hopped out of my ship. Quit to mode select. Yes. Let's try this again. Before I go, let's fix things. All right. Pardon me. I have a log to turn in. Okay, it's just... oh, there we go. Still have my bulbs, right? That's weird. Yeah, there it is.
Alert. Navigational data received. Units received.
And once I finish repairing this old junker, we'll be good to go. I wonder where its guns are. So there's 2 of its guns. Can I install more guns? I don't know what I can install. Okay. Well, whatever. We'll hop off here. We're all saved. We'll hop back in. We're good to go. All right. Well, thanks again, everyone, for watching. I mighty appreciate it. I'll see y'all tomorrow for some more. Until then, you guys take care, and I'll see you on the next adventure.